Hey guys, I'm Elliot. This is Everything Elliot. We're out on a clearing job today. I was hired by a family member to come out and clear what is behind us back here. I got my son with me for the morning until about lunchtime, and then he's gonna go home, eat lunch, have a nap. But let's, well, first of all, I got the ASV RC-100 and the John Deere 50 ZTS with me today. Hopefully that gets the job done. It should get the job done. So here we are. The garage, and then this is all the area that they want cleared, everything over here. All this brush needs to be cleaned up. This was left from a previous owner. Pretty much everything in here just needs to be cleaned up. I believe we're leaving the trees, the down trees, you can see those need to be cut up and put in back. Everything is staying on site and being burnt. And if you look, you might be able to see, here's a path here. So there is a garage back there. Hold on. There's a garage back here. They want this all cleared out back to that garage. So not a huge job. Probably could have mowed a lot of this, but the grapple and the thumb on the excavator are gonna be, they're gonna be super helpful. I think since I got my son with me, what we're gonna start with is this brush pile right here. We'll use the grapple on the skid steer. He loves grappling things. And then we'll just start making our way into the woods, picking at things. I brought a chainsaw and stuff too, so we'll see how it goes. Well, I'm not gonna lie to you, we had an epic fail on the cameras there. This camera overheated in the sun. The camera on top of the machine hit a tree, and well, the only camera that really held up was the one down by the brush pile, and we got a good start on that brush pile. This area is just about cleaned out, which was basically step number one. My son wants to go home, have a snack, drink some water. I brought all that stuff with me, but he wants to go home and do it. So we're gonna take a break. I'm gonna unhook the trailer. We're gonna head home with him. I'll leave him with my wife, and then I'll be able to come back here and actually get some, what, buddy?
Why you leaving the trailer here?
Well, I'm leaving the trailer here because I'm gonna need to take the skid steer home. Okay?
Are you gonna drive it on the road home?
The truck, yes.
Yep, and the skid steer staying here?
The skid steer and the excavator are staying here.
Skid steer on the excavator?
Yeah, because Daddy's gonna finish the job.
But why you stay in the trailer here?
Because I need to get the skid steer and excavator home. All right, that's what we're gonna go do. We'll be back in a little bit, child-free. Well, now that I dropped my son off, I think we're gonna start pushing towards the garage that is in here somewhere. I think that's gonna be the easiest thing because we're gonna start working out from there. He wants to clear everything up from back there. So we're gonna grab the skid steer that's behind me, open the grapple, and just start pushing in, and real nice and slow because I don't know what's in there. I could see a bunch of downed trees, which shouldn't be an issue. And I gotta keep the cameras out of the sun because they are prone to overheat, I guess. So maybe we'll go put this one in the woods. All right, so just for frame of mind, the camera that you guys are currently looking out of is sitting in the garage doorway, just so you kind of get an idea of where things are. All right, I guess we'll set it up on top of the machine again and hope we keep it out of the trees. All right, we're gonna switch to the excavator. There's a ton of down trees in here. So I'm gonna start just pulling them out, getting them out of the way. We got a good opening in for the garage, as you guys can see right here. So now we're not walking through the weeds anymore. But like I said, ton of down trees. So we're gonna pick them out with the excavator. They can be cut out in the lawn. All right, we're doing pretty good here, making good progress. We got another brush pile started that will transport down to the fire with the skid steer, and it looked like my sister tried to start the fire, but that didn't take. So we'll keep getting after it. We're making good progress. That's gonna be a fire. Sure. All right, we're doing really good. We're getting some serious progress back there. Pushed down a couple trees, and we're just getting after it. I'm pretty happy with this. Fire's going good. We're just gonna keep loading it. My soon-to-be brother-in-law was in the skid steer trying to operate. He was doing a good job. But I'm gonna hop in there and do some cleanup so we can have a fresh pallet to start with. That tree is also coming down, and I think that might be the last tree that, oh no, these ones are coming down too. But those are big uns, and we're right next to the house. We got a whole crew of family here helping today, so many hands make little work. All right, minor update for you. It started pouring rain, so we pulled the cameras in, but we're doing good. We got a lot of that cleared out over there. We're just about as far as we need to be right there. We're working on this stump here. These poles got to come out, and then these 2 trees are going to go down. That's the plan, at least. Is it tightening or no?
Just a crank on it?
Well, let's go see. We fitting broke or something. All right, try that. That'll do it. The other side's not leaking, right?
I just saw that side spin.
Okay. All right, good to go. right, so this is the end of day one. We were hoping to get this all done in a day, but I want to go swimming. It's a Sunday. Burn pile's going good. We got a massive hole here from the tree that we took down. But yeah, there's the garage that you guys couldn't even see in the beginning of the video. So we're starting to get somewhere. Pretty much the only thing I have left is bucket work now. I'll put the bucket on tomorrow. I'll get this stuff all pushed out, you know, push some of this stuff out, fill those big holes in, grade everything out, and we should be in really, really good shape. All right, here's the scoop. I went home, I went swimming, I had dinner, and I really don't have much left here. And instead of coming back tomorrow night, I figured, why not just come back tonight? So we're gonna grab the skid steer, we're gonna put the bucket on it, and we're gonna start grading this out. All of my camera gear is locked in their garage because they went out to dinner, so I'm gonna put you on a stump over here, put you in time lapse, and you're gonna enjoy watching me grade all this dirt out in a time lapse. All right, so we're about done here. What a day it's been. Boy, oh boy. I don't know if you remember what this even looked like in the beginning. Hopefully I took a good pan shot of when we started, but yeah, my brother-in-law is in the machine now. I did everything I need to do here. I'm gonna leave the machines here for him to just play around with. I pushed a lot of stuff off to the side that he said he might clean up himself, which is fine. He's gonna get after it. I just am sick of doing it. So he doesn't really get to operate these, and I'm sure he's having a riot. So he's gonna use the grapple on the machine and hopefully not tear anything up. But yeah, you can see I pushed a lot of the junk over to the side. Originally, we weren't planning on doing any of that down there. That's kind of why I just pushed it to the side, and then last minute we were like, hey, let's, it wasn't, he didn't decide, he was at dinner. I decided that, hey, let's just push this out while I'm here. So since I pushed it all out, he can take the grapple and he can clean up all the mess. But that's gonna be it for this one, guys. Big land clearing job. I mean, it's not huge, but it was a lot of work. These two huge trees that came out from here were pretty rowdy. That 100-foot pine that almost took the excavator with it was pretty rowdy, but hey, I wasn't too concerned. Made it out alive. It graded out pretty decently. Harley rake would be really nice in here, or a landscape rake, one of the two, but you know, for what we're doing here, it's all right. I don't know what his plan is. He hasn't really discussed that with me. Until the next video, guys, I hope you have a great day. I know I said this video was over, but I just wanted to give you a final update. Just loaded up the skid steer. I left it here last night for my brother-in-law to use, and we ended up clearing down here as well. I don't recall if we actually captured any of this on camera, but if you remember, the original clearing kind of stopped here, and he said he wanted to eventually clear this, and I said, well, while the machines are here, let's just rough it out. And we got this area cleaned out. My buddy's gonna come over here with the Harley rake and Harley rake all this to make it all nice and level. I don't have a Harley rake, so I can't do that for them. But now, this is the end of this video. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you on the next one.